Hey there, I'm back with some more cruising information for you, and this is all about what you should know about cruising. Some of this is going to be new information for newer cruisers, some of this is going to be old information for more seasoned cruisers, and there's some people who just might not be aware of these things as well. First of all, you have to remember that all cruises are created equal. Different cruises will take you to different ports and have different experiences for you. Some cruises might have more exotic dining options on board, while others may have just the basics. You might have a five-star dining experience and may have different entertainment experience as well. Also, you have to take a look at the term or how long your cruise is going to be. Perhaps a 3 day weekend cruise out of Long Beach full of partiers isn't what you're looking for. Maybe it is. Um, Number two, some cabin rooms don't have windows. Some people aren't aware of that. I'm sure a lot of seasoned cruisers will roll their eyes when I say that, but just remember if you're booking a cruise for the first time, often the cheapest price is going to be for an interior room that doesn't have a window. And also, if you do have a window, if you're an ocean view cabin, you have to take a look to see if your room has a porthole or a picture window. That can make a huge difference. As well, check to see if your room has an obstructed view. Sometimes you'll look out the window and all you'll see is a lifeboat. That's information that you should take a look at, and it can affect your whole cruising experience. Third one, pack a day bag for embarkation day. That's right. On the day of embarkation, you'll be dropping your luggage off with the porters, and you might not see them until around dinner time, depending on how busy they are. Make sure in that bag, you might want access to sunscreen, a book, some medication, or other essentials that you think you're going to need. You might want to have your bathing suit in there as well. A suggestion for a day bag could be a fold up duffel bag or something that you can use as a beach bag for the rest of the cruise. Number four thing to remember, you won't get bored. There's always something to do. Some people think that on a cruise ship they're going to be confined and they're only going to find a pool deck full of people or a sun deck full of people as well. There's always something going on. Every day you'll receive a list of activities that are happening on board, and there are many things to do. There could be instructional programs going on, there could be bingo, there could be game shows going on, there could be contests, there could be shows of products as well, or maybe there might even be a shopping presentation of what to look for when you're in the next port. There's also kids clubs for the different age kids as well. Look into those and drop your kids off so they can experience things as well. Every day there's going to be a new and exciting list of things for you to do. Number five, there's going to be a dress code. That's right. Some eating venues will turn you away if you show up wearing your flip flops, ripped jeans, or even sneakers. Prepare yourself ahead of time to find out what dress codes are required. I was once turned away from a venue because I wasn't wearing pants. I was wearing a nice pair of shorts, but even though they were presentable, they required pants. Not jeans, no cargo pants, but pants. Remember, if you like this information, please click the like button. This only helps my channel and commits nothing to you. If you like the information I'm presenting and you want to see more of what I like, then click subscribe. Costs you nothing. Let's get on to the list. Number six, you might want to skip those onboard photos. Every time you turn around, there's going to be somebody there ready to take your photo. When you get off the ship, there's going to be several people there waiting to take your photo. On Elegant Night as well, there's going to be many people willing to take your photos, and that's great. But just remember, those photos can be quite pricey. Bring your own camera, use your cell phone camera, get other passengers to take your pictures. This can save you a lot of money on photography fees as well. Of course, I did pay for that family photo at the Teppanyaki. Also, do you need to spring for that all-inclusive plan? Do you really drink enough to pay for the gratuities for that beverage plan? I went on a cruise with my girlfriend, and quite frankly, we didn't buy the beverage plan. But at the end of the cruise, our cost for the both of us was less than what the gratuity would have been. So take a look at how much you drink or how much you eat and what you're going to want to do on board. Some of those all-inclusive plans really might not be worth it to you, but you have to make that choice for yourself. As for the dining venue plans, I usually go with maybe 2 dining experiences included, because I find that the main dining options are incredible as well. And it's difficult sometimes to just pull people away from the buffet instead of going to a main dining room. And the great thing about the main dining room is quite often they will have local dishes. So when you go to a port, they'll have a dish that night in the main dining room that will be themed to that local port or local country. Take a look at that. It can be a great alternative instead of paying for the full dinner package. Number 8, do you get motion sickness? Well, if you're somebody who does get a little motion sickness from time to time and you're worried about going on a cruise, there are ways to choose a room that will reduce the amount of motion that you feel. You can choose a cabin that's higher up, and that will reduce the sensation of the motion. Also, something closer to the middle of the ship as well. So, higher middle of the ship cabin can really help you reduce the effects that you can feel of the motion sickness. Also, there's many different types of products that you can get to help you with those as well. Number 9, plan ahead. You might think that you can just choose your excursion on the day that you go, that you get to the port, but that might not be the case. How many people are going to be on that cruise ship with you? Is there going to be 3,000 or 4,000 people on board? And many of those are going to be taking excursions as well. Excursions do fill up. I would recommend taking a look at excursions as soon as they are available to take a look at online, and try to choose what you want to do early and book it early as well. Some people do like to try to wing it on a holiday, but you don't want to miss out on activity because it's booked up. Try to book ahead and plan ahead. Number 10, check to see if you can bring your own food. That's right. If you have dietary restrictions, you may want to explore ships that allow passengers to bring their own food aboard. This can be an option. I can also, when you're dealing with the restaurants, if you do have sensitivities to different foods or have allergies, let them know right away. The onboard cooks and chefs are very good at coming up with alternative meals for people who are sensitive to different things. Recently, I was on a cruise, and my youngest child is slightly lactose intolerant. And we made a small comment about that at one of the dinners. And after that, at every dinner, the server did ask us if we needed something that was lactose free for our child. Thankfully, he's just has a minor reaction to it. He can still have milk with a cereal in the morning. He can have cheese. He can have ice cream throughout the day. But we just have to watch out how much he takes. If he has too much products with lactose in it, then he has a problem. But some cheese here, some ice cream there, really doesn't make a difference to him. Number 11, are tips included? Well, some are, some aren't. When you're booking a cruise, just remember that quite often they will add a gratuity right at the start, or they'll put a line on it, and you'll have the option of paying that gratuity charge before you get on the cruise, or on the last day of the cruise. There's also the option to remove that gratuity if you want, and I'm not going to get into that debate because it's a hotly debated item. Take a look online to see what people are saying about that, and you have to make your own decision on that. I will gladly pay that gratuity because that goes to a lot of the support workers that you don't see who are working behind the scenes. Not just the people who are actually serving you. I believe that the people behind the scenes deserve a gratuity as well. And you're more than welcome to tip your bartender, tip your server, and tip your room steward as well. Number 12, laundry. Many cruise ships will have a laundry room that you can use. That's right. When you're booking a cruise and that's something you're interested in, take a look at the amenities included on board. Quite often you'll find that on a certain deck there is a laundry room that you can use. Of course, there is always the laundry and fold service that all cruise lines offer. Quite often you can put your clothes in a bag and you'll have it maybe that day, maybe it might be the next day. Sometimes for me, it's quite convenient to load a bag with as much stuff as I can squeeze in there, and it's so nice to have it freshly folded and laid out for you when you come back to your room later that day or the next day. It's a great thing to do when you go for an excursion. Number 13, keep an eye out for the last minute upgrades. That's right. Quite often, as you get closer to the cruising as a departure day, you'll receive emails saying, hey, we have opportunities for you to upgrade. Quite often, these will come with a certain dollar amount already attached to them, or they may request that you bid for the upgrade. I've seen some people get some fantastic deals, and I myself was able to upgrade from a balcony suite on a Norwegian Cruise Line vessel from a balcony suite to a suite. I myself recently was able to upgrade from a balcony to a balcony suite for just $120 for the entire ship. And that wasn't per person, that was the entire cost. Number 4, embarkation day. Avoid the crowds and arrive late. That's right. It may sound counterintuitive, but it's always nicer to arrive late. There's so many people who are going to try to get there and get on board right away. Well, guess what? The ship's not going to leave till everybody's on board. Arrive later in the day also gives you the opportunity to maybe pick up some last minute items you've forgotten about. You can sleep in at the hotel you're staying at if you're staying at a hotel the night before, and you can have a nice relaxing breakfast as well. So avoid the crowds, arrive late. Also, if you arrive early, your bags are it's going to seem like forever before your bags get to your room. If you arrive late, there's a good chance your bags are going to be there pretty quick. Number 15. Yes, room service does exist. That's right. On most cruise ships, you can get 24-hour room service. Quite often, they'll have a menu that will have free items, plus they'll have a menu showing premium priced items as well, things that you might have to pay a little bit extra for. But I tell you, it's so nice some days if you're going on an excursion and you want a nice easy morning to get your breakfast delivered to you ahead of time and you can just sit there. I tell you, one of my most favorite experiences or memories on a cruise is sitting there with my girlfriend, having coffee on our balcony, enjoying some fruit and croissants as we cruise into a port. It was so nice. Number 16, the internet. It can be very costly and intermittent. Remember, turn off roaming on your cell phone. Roaming could end up costing you a lot of money. I've seen some people end up paying $300-$400 in roaming fees because they did not take off the roaming. Take a look at the internet packages that are available on board and see if you really need them. If you're someone who doesn't have to be constantly in touch with the universe, just remember that when you get to the next port, you're going to be able to find free Wi-Fi at many venues. Sometimes you might have to grab a pop, a coffee, or a drink before they'll let you use it. But there's many places that just don't care. Number 17, bring your medications. If you're prone to migraines, stomach problems, or you think you might be coming down with a cold, then bring whatever medications or vitamins that you like to take with you. Pack them and make sure you've got enough for the entire cruise or a couple of days afterwards. You always do have the option of buying medications on board, but you're going to be priced a premium to purchase those. I know from experience. Number 18, take the stairs. Yes, there are elevators on the ships, but these can be quite busy and full. It's a good way to get a little bit of exercise when you're going down 1, 2, or 3 floors. And many times the stairs can be a lot faster than taking the elevator. I had a race with my son going down 6 floors. He was waiting for me when we got there. Number 19. Don't forget about the embarkation or disembarkation port. This can be a city full of vibrant life and exciting things to do. Perhaps to spend a full day before the cruise or after the cruise to explore what that port has to offer. I've done NASA on the day before a cruise. I've also done an alligator farm the day after a cruise. Don't forget opportunities for exploration of the day or before or after the cruise. Yes, my light just failed. But that's okay. I'm going to continue because we're almost done. Number 20. Remember that the ship itself is a piece of art. Take a look around you. It's not all about the food, the hot tubs, and the pool, and the drinks. Check out the chandeliers, the stairways. Take a look around you. There's been a lot of detail put in place to make everyone enjoy the ship, and that includes the decor. This itself can change the feeling of the whole experience. I hope you like this information. If you're a new cruiser, I have a video for new cruisers, and I'll put the link up in the corner somewhere, over here, over here. I haven't decided yet. Along with a video of some very basic items you need on a cruise. Anyway, thanks for stopping by. And remember, if you like this video, click the like. If you want to see more, click subscribe. Doesn't cost you anything. Anyway, good talking to you. Talk to you later.